morning to all of you. So I'm Dr. Rajwin, welcoming you all to this class number 3. That means 3 out of 6 classes. We have already discussed, we have completed 2 classes and it is being published also. Some of our friends, they have raised some questions also. That questions I will discuss in this 6th class. Okay, now because just I want to, every class I want to reduce the total time consumption. So that's why we will go to the class. Dear friends, please note this is Educational Policy 2020 Part 3. This lecture is completely based upon the draft New Education Policy of 2019, that is 2019. To give you very elaborative knowledge, so I have collected information only from the draft New Education Policy 2019. So the method, the pedagogy method I am using here, step-stop method. It is not like classroom, so I have so person, so something like that. It's not like that. It is stepping, then discussing, then after that stepping to the other points. Stopping, stepping, that pedagogy method I am using. This method is being invented by me. It's my own method. Okay, dear friends, now we will go to the this class number 3. I welcome you all, my dear friends, dear parents, students, teachers. My hearty welcome to this session on National Education Policy 2020, class number or part 3. See, as usual, in every class, I used to have a small introduction to recollect all your previous information, because day for yesterday you might have seen lecture number 1, lecture number 2, lecture number 3. So what you have seen, you might have forgotten. That's why just to give you a small introduction, I have given. In our India, the population is growing. So whenever the population is growing, definitely all needs, the dynamic changes, lot of things it took place. So demand increases, necessity increases. So thereby the requirement of the quality education, requirements of new inventions and innovation, lot of things are coming up. So to meet the required amount of quality education, to remove the very particular aspect, shortage of the manpower in commerce, accounts, costing, auditing, science, technology, academics and industry, our present central government has decided to go for a new educational policy. That is why they have constituted a committee. So that committee has submitted its report in the year 2019. So this is a small introduction. We have already completed 2 classes in this. This is the 3rd class. This particular class we will be discussing creating conducive learning environment, then energized, engaged and capable faculty. The 2 points we are going to discuss. See, what are the things we have already discussed? New educational architecture, that point we have already discussed. Then another, focus on high quality liberal education. The 2 things we have already discussed in the previous 2 classes. If anyone is seeing this particular publication first time, please go through the previous 2 classes. Then only you can collect all the objective type questions and all. Okay, I hope you understood. In this class we are going to see creating a conducive learning environment. Unless you create a good environment for learning, it's very difficult to teach as well as take the knowledge. So this is in our new education policy, concentration has been given in this area, creating a conducive learning environment. The another one is energized. engaged and capable faculty. See, faculty, they are the key factor in the education, that is a process of learning and teaching. If faculty is not good enough, the whole, whatever the concentration the central government is taking in order to improve the high quality education, in order to improve the high quality in education, or their concept of bringing new technologies, everything will go waste if the faculty is not good. So energized, engaged and capable faculty, so about which only we are going to discuss. Dear friends, please listen very carefully. Creating a conducive learning environment. Here in the theory, there are two things I am giving, from and to. Here it is, this is from, and here it is to. So why I am telling this from and to? From one particular old style we are going to the new style. That is the plus point of this new educational policy and National Education Policy 2020. Very nicely it is drafted, there is no doubt, my dear young friends. See, lot of things this my particular this class contains. My publications are containing lot of information. What you require is patience. Okay, now curriculum and pedagogy. Pedagogy, I will discuss what is pedagogy. Separately I will discuss the pedagogy. Practice means what? What are the factors inside? Here, even last class also I told about the pedagogy. The pedagogy which I am using to you is step-stop pedagogy I am using. Actually, this is the newly invented by me. Pedagogy in higher education will move. The methodology, the learning process, the learning technology and everything will move from to. See, from you take, from rote learning. Rote learning, yesterday I told you what is rote learning. Here also now I have given a small notes also. Rote learning of facts and mechanical procedure. Actually, creating a conducive learning environment, how? The curriculum as well as the pedagogy in higher education, even in education also, will move. They have drafted in such a way, automatically curriculum and pedagogy will be moved from where? From the rote learning. Yesterday I told you in Hindi word also, ratta marte hain. So, from the rote learning of facts, without understanding the facts and mechanical, the procedure, we will just get by heart. That is called rote learning. Rote learning is a memorization technique. Memorization technique, I told him rote learning is easy. Say this is not a good method, but still many people are using it. The present system is like that only. Rote learning is a memorization technique that includes repeating information until it is recalled. Just always by closing your eyes, you just say the same thing. See, it's a traditional learning method that's often used to learn basic facts and information. This is called rote learning. Your one-word questions will be, objective type of questions will be, or descriptionary questions will be. Explain what is rote learning. What is rote learning? What is the meaning of rote learning? So like this, that questions will be. Now, what is the connectivity? What is the contribution of the new Education Policy 2019 draft policy and National Education Policy after approved by the government, that is the National Education Policy 2020. What is that contribution? Yes, it is the transformation from to. This is the contribution. What is curriculum and pedagogy in higher education will move away from rote learning to help enable young people to contribute both as active citizen of democracy and as successful professional in any field. Say active citizen of a democracy. Now how many people are really of us, including myself, I am telling. I am not blaming anyone. It's a life. It will go according to your will and wish. Still, people like us. So we want to serve you as maximum as possible by giving advice. That's all. Now simply I am telling you, see, some of us, we are wasting our time. That is why my first matter of publication was time management. If you don't realize about the importance of time in your life, and you will be the most failure person in the world. Time is very important. Time has value. Time has moral value. Time can be converted into cash. Lot of things I told in that particular time management class part 1 and part 2. So now here you see the word to help enable the young people to contribute more as active citizen or democracy. Some people now we are just wasting our time by standing in front of a tea shop, just gossiping. You don't know what is the value of time, just gossiping by offering tea to all your friends and all. See, that is not the purpose of the education policy. Enable young people to contribute both. Both means active citizen and successful professional. Successful professional. You should be an active citizen of democracy. Learn, have the knowledge, have the skill, contribute. Let everybody develop. That is called the active citizen. Sitting at one place, watching TV, just always taking this type of what is called mobile and making something game. This is not as a teacher. I will never recommend this. So here the creating contextual learning environment means there is a transformation from the old rata learning, that is rote learning, to the active citizen of a democracy and as successful professionals in any field. We are seeing nowadays, news, lot of things, even in YouTube also, many number of new developments are going in our country, state, lot of things. Political people are talking, other people are some educated political people. So they have completed, good educated people are coming into the politics nowadays. It's a new trend, I am telling. So instead of the previously what has happened, the person who has never studied, he will be the occupying a very important position, chair and all. It is not like that. No, the trend is totally changing. Very good, UPSC cleared people, civil service examination cleared people, they are coming to the people. You just watch their speech, how many data they are giving. See, we are getting more knowledge from their lecture, from their speech. So, active citizen of a democracy and successful professional in any field. So, this is the first learning environment our national education policy is giving. Okay, next let us go. The development of vibrant and rigorous circle. Vibrant and rigorous. The two things are the two contributions of this particular national education policy. Often the two words are crossing us. What is vibrant? Yesterday I told you. In the class number 2, I think, I have very clearly told what is vibrant. Then rigorous, that also I have told you. Rigorous curricula, namesake you should not study. Curriculum should not be selected only for the namesake. Select the curriculum rigorously and will be guided by the National Higher Education Qualification Framework. National Higher Education Qualifications Framework that will guide you how to select, which will outline the learning outcomes associated with the degree, diploma, certification. Yesterday I told you, degree will be given after the completion of 3 years or 4 years with or without honors. So honors is differentiated. If you do the research work, then you will be given honors course. Yesterday we have discussed very clearly. Please, all my lectures, please listen, my dear friends. This is not for the elders. Again I am telling students, growing students, developing students, it's for you. Don't miss it. 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, repeatedly you listen to my classes. So, I told you, degree, if you complete 3 years, 4 years or integrated 5 years course, you will be given degree. Suppose you are going after completion of 1 year of rigorous curricula. Again you see, vibrant knowledge, regular curricula. If you complete 1 year, na, sir, I want to go out. Please exit me. No problem. Then certification will be given to you. Sir, 2 years, after the 2 years I want to take one diploma in a particular field. Sir, I have completed my 3 years, 4 years or 5 years. Maybe a bachelor degree or professional degree or maybe master degree. Okay, sir. Then by the time, you will be given the appropriate degree. Bachelor of Liberal Arts, Liberal Education Arts. That degree will be given. Okay. So this is the 2 points in the creative, a conducive learning environment. Now, next we will see. The present, some universities are giving, almost not some universities, almost all the universities, now they started giving CBCS system. Even at the time of retirement, I have created a new curriculum, new syllabus framework, everything I have calculated, I have created and I have submitted to the university. And after that only just I came out of the, I came as, I retired. Okay, the choice-based credit system will be revised. The present choice-based system was, suddenly it was introduced. Even in our board of meeting also, I used to always say, this system, the CBCS system, whatever presently we are using, that should be overhauled once again. I have given my speech many times. Will be revised and improved to allow for flexibility and innovation. CBCS system should be flexible. Even still, it is already flexible. It should be made further flexible with innovation. Okay. Then another. Stimulating learning experiences. Stimulation. Just induce the people. Learning experiences. Stimulating learning experiences. That is always there. A good teacher will always stimulate the students to learn more and more. So this stimulation will be offered through effective pedagogical practices. That's what is pedagogical practices. I will tell you in the next slide. Okay, pedagogical that practices are very, very important. See, I am very sorry to say, my dear teacher friends, how many of us, including myself, I am not blaming anyone. I am not pinpointing anyone. How many of us really, you tell me, particularly I am telling the higher education, pedagogical practices means what? What are the terms? What are the items included in that? What are the methods of teaching? What are the methods of lecturing? What are the factors involved? The key factors are, how many of us knew it? It is really very pathetic condition. People may say a lot of things to criticize my lecture. That is different. That criticism also, I want it. So effective pedagogical system, that stimulation should be given through the effective pedagogical practices. All students will also be offered meaningful opportunities for social engagement. See, dear friends, please note, the ultimate purpose of education and the ultimate purpose of higher education. Ultimate purpose of the education is to help to get the knowledge to go for the higher education. This is education. Up to 12th standard, whatever you are studying is the basis to go further for the higher education. Okay, it should not be a rote model, ratta model. We should not use it. It should be completely engaged model. I told you before. Yes, all students will also be offered meaningful opportunity for social engagement. What is the ultimate purpose of the higher education? Ultimate purpose of the higher education is to give solutions to all living beings' problems. All problems of the living beings. Now I stopped it. No? Now I will discuss, then I will go. This is a step-stop pedagogy. So you might find out, as a higher educated person, you should know what is the problem of human being. And as a higher educated person, you should know what is the problem of the living being. If it is an animal, what is his problem? If it is a human being, what is his problem? And we, the higher educated people, should offer this right solution. Then for that purpose, you have to go and mingle with the society. That's called social engagement. So stopped, then discussed, then I am stepping to the other point. This is step-stop pedagogy. You can take my name, Dr. N. Rajvel sir's method. Okay, the next, students will be assessed. Student assessment is very important. internal assessment, external assessment, overall assessment. Students will be assessed not only in academic aspects but also on broad capacities and dispositions. Dispositions, what are the special characteristics, capacities, skills, capacities, capabilities, efficiencies, whatever you have. So that should also be taken into consider at the time of assessing a students. So this is your what is called the first this thing, creating conducive environment. Okay, now let us see what is this pedagogical practices. This is actually very important to you and every student should know about it, particularly my friends, teacher friends, respected teachers, and you should understand already when you were in a B.Ed teacher training, the people used to, there is a separate paper about the pedagogy. But after reaching a particular level, we used to often forget whatever we have learned when we were the students. So pedagogical practices refers the method, stop, then step. That's why this is the NR's method. Methods, approaches and strategies. See, methods, approaches and strategies. If you want, you can add is a process that educators use. Educators means all teachers. Always I have a special respect on my respected teachers. Whoever, even my student is becoming a teacher, this word is common for me. There's a respected teachers. Teachers are always highly valued. So the educators means here the teachers. I refer it is only teachers. Teachers, lecturers, assistant professors, associate professors, professors, but I cannot refer with the deans and other people. So educators use to facilitate. Here you see, normally I am not telling to teach, no, to facilitate learning and support students' development. This is called pedagogy. Pedagogy means it is a method that educators use to facilitate learning and support students. Pedagogy is an approach that educators use to facilitate students' development and learning. Pedagogy practices refers the strategies that educators use to facilitate students' learning and support students' development. See, this is called pedagogy. Now, encompassing aspects, how it should be done. Encompassing means to find out the way. Aspects like how will you do it? Lesson planning. Every teacher should prepare the lesson planning. This particular week, what I have to do. In this week, what I have to do. See, there are holidays are forehead. Holidays are coming. So in this week, available time is only 4 days. How to plan these 4 days? So first period, second period, third period, fourth period. See the students' mentality, students' strength. Make a lesson plan. Now I am asking higher educated people, how many of us are preparing lesson planning? When I was doing one academic audit, I should not say auditing whatever I have done, I am not supposed to say outside. It's a pathetic condition, really I am telling. Some of the people were asking me, what do you mean by lesson planning? Sir, we are all government, we are all lecturers, college teachers. So we need not have to prepare the lesson plan. Who told like this? Definitely not. If you are calling yourself as a teacher, lecturer, professor, whatever it is, you have to prepare lesson plan. Yes, without lesson planning, you are not supposed to enter into the this classroom. Lesson planning is simple. Aspects like lesson planning, instructional delivery. What is the style of your, now I told you in what method I am using in this particular YouTube publication. That is stop pedagogy system I am using. Instructional delivery. I can just make some other stylish languages. Pedagogy practices refers the methods, approaches and strategies that educator use to facilitate the. This is also a method. I know that. Where I have to use, there only I have to use. Educational delivery, assessment method, classroom management. Many of us, we are I am a teacher, that's why I am telling, often using the word we are. Maximum, I am telling, around 60% of the people, they lack or they have less control over the classroom. They even, I can say, they have less management techniques, classroom management techniques. So these are the various aspects: lesson planning, instructional delivery, assessment method, classroom management. They will have to encompass and use the technology, use of the technology, all aimed to promotion. Okay, then active student engagement. Students are to be engaged fully. We should not ask the student to stop study, go to the TV and watch cricket match. We should not ask the student. Active student engagement. And critical thinking. We have to promote the critical thinking of the students while considering diverse learning needs and backgrounds. So this is called pedagogical practices. If a teacher thinks to make a students good, definitely he can make, and nobody else can make a students good except a good teacher. That's why the teacher is regarded before the God. Mata, Pita, Guru, teacher, then after that only God. Now key points. What are the key points? Pedagogical practices, you see, generally for teaching. Generally for teaching, sorry, just a minute. Hello? Yes? Madam, I am in a class now. So please call me after 6. Okay? Yeah. Now, pedagogical practices rooted in theory. That means what? Effective pedagogical practices are grounded in educational theories and research on how people learn. Already number of research you can see is totally, I have written near about 62 research papers on teaching and learning. Rooted theory. I have found out a lot of methodology, lot of things I have told people. You have to adopt like this. Accounts should be taught like this. The business studies should be taught like this. Theory subject, this approach we have. See, rooted through theory. Effective pedagogical practices are grounded in educational theories and research. Then student-centered, the focuses will be always given on the students. I told you, you see here in this place I told you, promoting active students engagement. See, the teacher should always think about the student center. Whatever he does, it is for the benefit of the students. Adaptable and diverse. Adaptable and diverse includes variety of teaching methods. You adapt. If any method is good for the particular group of student is good, if you feel, adapt it. Then assessment driven. See, conduct every week, Saturday, I will conduct what is called a test on quiz program or group discussion. That will be student centered. Students are to be benefited. If you feel so, you do that. But 24 hours only quiz program, it's not like that. One day in a week, you conduct a test, announce test, announce quiz program, then group discussion, lot of things you can do it. Then stop discussion. This is my this method. I have already told about it. Then example, industry-based learning. Students drive their own learning by asking questions and researching answers. This is industry-based learning. Pedagogical practices, these are all the things which we have to adapt with the students. See, give the chance to the students to raise some questions, discuss, take a particular point, discuss. Then collaboratively, 2 or 3 students, ask the students to have combined study. Then his thinking, that other boys thinking, other students thinking will put together. And now normally what I used to do for the first year degree students, so for the first 5 minutes I used to go to class just 10 minutes before. Till all the student comes, I know I will never waste time. So what I will do, I will ask some 15 students to give one today's news from the newspaper. News from the newspaper. So one student will stand up and he will say this is the news. All the 65 students, 90 students will learn it. The other students. So everybody knows about it. See, collaborative learning. Then differential instruction. What is the tailoring teaching methods and materials to meet the individual student needs? All fingers are not same. So what we will do? Some students will be average. Some students will be more than average. Some students will be less than average. So you understand the student's necessity. Accordingly, you give your teaching. Then project-based learning. Students learn by completing hands-on project. Nowadays, very big institute, that is the what is called the IITs, BITS Plani, and other very big institute, very renowned institutes. What they will do, they will give you group project, and the students will sit together and they will think about how to complete the project, how to go for the new inventions and innovation. Then flipped classroom. Students learn new material outside the classroom. Outside the classroom. Say he learn some new knowledge. He will bring it to the classroom and he will share with his teacher and the students. So dear friends, this is called pedagogical practices. So respected teachers, please you just have, it, everything. So once again, you just refresh. Then academic and financial and emotional support will be available for students. In this national education policies, academic, financial and emotional support will be available for students to help them attain better outcomes. Educational loan. Educational loan. Frequent visit of the teachers to the student's house. Emotional support. Financial support, that is the academic support. Special coaching without charging extra money. Academic, financial and emotional support, that will be available. Then open and distance learning will be expanded. Now also it is there. Informal education, non-formal education, yesterday I told you, will be expanded, thus playing a significant role in increasing the GER, gross enrollment ratio. In first class we have discussed about it. 50% by 2035, our target is 2035. Even your objective time, which year is the target in order to achieve GER to 50%? Answer is 2035. Okay, measures such as online digital repository, funding for research, improved student service, etc. will be taken to ensure this particular distance learning is at par with the highest quality in class programs. In class programs, here the all purpose, number one is to increase the GER up to 50%. Then online digital repository, funding for research, improved student services, and everything will be provided, will be taken to ensure for what purpose? Highest quality in classroom program. Classroom teaching is the best teaching, my dear friends. Some people, even in one seminar, one of the very learned professor, I do not know how he was able to say like that. See, classroom, please curtail your teaching. Classroom teaching should be avoided. Students are to be taken to outside. It is absolutely a wrong notion, wrong method. Let us take the students outside to give the knowledge. That is different. I am not telling you should not take the students outside. But classroom teaching is the teaching which we can give everything to the students inside the classroom. So highest quality in the class program. Classroom program only that we can give the highest quality. Now internationalization. This is another very important opportunity this new national education policy is given to us. What is this? Internationalization of education will be facilitated through both institutional collaboration. From one institution to the other institution, the teachers will be borrowed, the teachers will be sent to give a different lecture. Different person is coming and giving different style pedagogical procedure, practices they are adopting. It will definitely increase our quality. An inter-university center for international education will be set up within selected Indian universities. The next, energized, engaged and capable faculty. This is the fourth concentration. Fourth concentration, energized, engaged and capable faculty, about which I have already told. The most important factor for the success of the higher education institution is the quality and engagement of the faculty. That's what I used to always say. If faculty is very efficient, then we can just make our India very highly developed. Yes, everything is with the teachers. Yes, with the teachers only. This policy puts faculty back to the heart of higher education. Here, the gist of this new educational policy, really I'm telling you, it's a marvelous education policy, National Education Policy 2020. Okay, this policy puts the faculty back to the heart of the higher education. See, you are everything. Higher education means good faculty. See, I'm telling the faculty, sir, I think his standard is not up to mark. Remove him. Dismiss him. That's all. There is no use. Faculty means he should understand his responsibility. He should know his duties. He should know his rights and everything he should know. If he is not up to standard, remove him. This policy is very strict about it. Every institution will have adequate faculty. Good number of faculties should be there, ensuring that all program subject field are to be met. Say in one department, suppose 10 people. Sir, every day the available teachers, available faculties are only 5. What is the use of having 10 faculties? No, adequate number of faculties should be there. Every day all classes should be going. No class is set free. Desirable student teacher ratio should be, for every 30 students, there should be one teacher. Okay, that should be maintained. The prevalent approach of now presently what the government is doing, some government, some politicians, they do temporary arrangement. I don't know why they are taking temporarily. There is somewhere some type of mistake. That is why we have to go. See, you have opened the education institution, you know how to calculate, and the ratio of 30:1. So you calculate, make a preliminary arrangement before the college or the institution reopens. Make the arrangement, make it. No, temporarily we will take the ad hoc. Ad hoc means what? You will not get that ad hoc appointed person will not be given full salary, no leave facilities, no library accessibilities, nothing is there. He will be treated as a normal labor. Ad hoc and contractual teacher, contract teachers, what type of relationship he will have with the students? He knows anyway I am going, then why should I teach? Anyway I am coming to the college, rubbing the bench, I am going, that's all. My monthly pay, very less amount they will. So this type of everything will be immediately stopped. This educational national education policy is saying. So ad hoc appointment will be stopped, contract appointments will be stopped as per the National Education Policy 2020. So if any place, if in any state or territory, if ad hoc appointments are there, I think that the concerned executive officers, so they are not concentrating on the education properly. The activities to be undertaken, somewhere some lacuna is there. They are unable to do that. Then faculty recruitment will be based on academic expertise. Don't recruit the people in one day. How can you judge a capacity of a teacher in one day? So you conduct the interview for at least 5 days. 5 days. Move with them very freely. Don't keep any police and that type of interview we should not have. Cat and rat. Going on asking the question, that student. It is not the right way of conducting interview. Even I have published one article also. It was published in the year, I hope 2010 I feel. So how to conduct interview. I have published one article. So faculty recruitment will be based on academic expertise, teaching capacities, disposition for the public service. The three categories, you just have it. Three categories, 3 days. Call the people, sit with them, casually you talk, you infer what type of capacity he is having, whether he is academically good, expertise, teaching capability is there, capacity is there, efficiency is there. You do that. Then you select a recruit him. Then an appropriately designed permanent employment track. That means here what I want to say, that the new education policy, national education policy is telling the students are to be, the faculties are to be given a permanent appointment, at least one tenure. After 20 years you will be work. So then only they will have some stress-free academic life. So even this will be fully functional in all institutions, including private institutions. Now private institutions, they pay very less amount. Very less amount when comparing with the government appointment. Government appointment, if a new faculty is going, I hope, if I am not wrong, he will be given 60 to 70,000 per month. Whereas private appointment, I hope, if I am not wrong, they will be given only below 15,000 per month. Then how can we expect everything from them? But this national education policy says no difference between private institution and a public government institution. Everybody will be given designated permanent appointment with the full salary. Faculty will be empowered to make curricular choices. Faculty, some places are, I have studied accountancy as my optional subject. No, you have to teach this. No, it's not like that. So as per my curricular choices, that means the faculties will be given empowered to teach, to make curricular choice of their course and pursue research in their selected rigorous specialization. Then all institutions will develop, and continuous professional development plan will be the faculty development program that will be implemented. A plan should include capacity development in the field discipline, pedagogical capacity, research, and contribution to practice. Actually, in educational suggestion, I think this is a 6th chapter or 5th chapter. In next chapter, I think we will have a special analysis. Then this particular national education policy will be analyzed by us for your benefit. Then suggestions will be given, so that we will see in the next class. Faculty recruitment, development, career progression, compensation management to be the part of institutional development plan for every institution. Institutional development plan is to be prepared every year. Every year, or once in 3 years, or once in 5 years, we have to prepare. In that preparation itself, in the plan itself, we have to give, say, faculty recruitment, how many faculties are required, then in which way they have to be developed, what are the resources to be supplied to the faculty, everything will be compensation, how much salary should be given, everything will be included in the institutional development plan of every institution. This is what I am not telling. This is include, all these are included in your National Education Policy 2020. So dear friends, please again, every class end I used to say there is a safe community. If you are interested by taking the following link, you please, if you wish to join, you just join. See, I am having lot of future calculations. It may help you. That's what. Okay, dear friends, we will meet in the class 4.